Today, Deity announced their new pocket wireless microphone, and we have it here today. So let's get started. Let's take a look right now. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, if this is your first time here, my name is Craig Kilgore, and this channel is about filmmaking, tech, and tutorials. So it looks like Deity has thrown their hat into the ring. There are lots of wireless microphones out there. Ever since the Rode microphone came out, everyone's kind of made their own, but now Deity has entered the chat. So in this video, I want to talk about what comes in the box, and let's talk about the features, and let's run through a few tests to see how the microphone stands up, how well it works, and basically who this microphone is for. Real quick guys, while I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to tell you that this video is not sponsored. I'm not being paid by Deity to say anything positive about the microphones. They did send me the microphones out for free so that I can review them and make a video for you guys. But like I said, the video is not sponsored. So first off, you get a nice case with the microphone set. First off, you get a TRRS to USB-C cable so that you can connect the receiver to any camera. So it's USB-C on the receiver and then TRRS to the camera. So next up, you get a USB-C to USB-C cable so that you can connect the receiver to a smartphone or a computer if your computer supports that. Then you get a USB-A to USB-C connector. So that cable goes to your computer. If you don't have USB-C, you can connect the receiver to a computer and use it as a microphone. Deity has included a lav mic. Not all sets like this include a lav mic, so I'm really happy that it comes with a lav mic included. You also get a wind muff or dead cat, some people like to call it, to connect to the transmitter so that you can block out some of the wind noise. Of course, then you get your transmitter. It's pretty tiny. On the bottom, you have USB-C for power and charging and connections, and also the power button. On top here, you have a port for the lav mic, and also right here, you have the omnidirectional microphone. On the side here is the link button. The microphones come paired out of the package, but this button here also doubles as a mute button, which is really nice. On the back, of course, you have your cold shoe adapter / belt clip, so you can put it on your belt and on top of a camera. You have here the receiver. The receiver is about the same size as the transmitter. Has a nice LED screen on it, OLED, and here on the side you also have the mute button / link button, and then you have the gain button here. You can adjust the gain level through 7 different settings from low to high. On top here you have a USB-C for charging. You have the USB-C port for charging and for connecting to various devices. Okay, let's talk about a couple of the features. The microphone sells for $169. As you saw in the unboxing, the microphones come with an OLED display, which shows you your audio levels, your signal strength, and your battery strength. The display also rotates to show you a different view depending on how you have the microphone mounted on your camera or on any other device. Deity says that this is wirelessly compatible with their entire Deity Connect ecosystem. So that could be huge for some of you who have already invested in the system. They haven't talked about exactly what the range is of the microphones. We can go ahead and test that quickly, but in my opinion, the range isn't that big of a deal because, I've done some tests on microphones before, and I've seen other channels do these tests also, where we just go out and show you how far you can get away from the camera using the microphone. But in real case scenario and practical uses, I wouldn't think that you would be recording someone, the subject who is, 150 feet away from the camera, but let's test it anyway. Okay guys, I'm at my local baseball field. Just want to quickly test the distance. Like I said before, I don't think it's that important Right now, the camera is about 12 feet away from where I'm standing. And typically when you're recording, you're not that far away, but I think people like seeing the range test and also seeing if the microphone will cut out. So I'm gonna turn around real quick, my back to the camera. Hopefully it doesn't cut out. One of the things that Deity has said is that they have somehow made it to where you can speak even though something's in between the transmitter and receiver. So let's see if that does work, because on other microphones I've tested, you're gonna get some dropouts. That's pretty normal, but let's see what happens with the Deity Pocket Wireless. Right now I'm wearing the transmitter on my pocket here. So I'm trying to make sure that it's kind of facing the camera and not being blocked by being in my pocket or on my waist. I also have the lav mic hooked up to it because I wanted to see how that sounds. I wanted you guys to see how it sounds, and especially out here, it's a little bit windy, so let's go. So I'm on a baseball field, kind of home plate right now, and we're gonna walk backwards, not backwards the whole way, but we're gonna, so you should still be able to hear me now, and hopefully you can still hear me walk to first base. I'm about halfway to first base now. Hopefully it didn't cut out. First, and we'll see what it sounds. So right now I'm at first base on this ball field. I don't know much about baseball, so I don't know what the regulation size would be, but looks like a regular baseball field to me. Maybe it's for kids. I don't know. But like I said, hopefully it's not cutting out right now. I kind of expect it not to be cutting out, but I'm curious if I turn my back at this distance to see if it cuts out. I'm gonna walk a little further. Hey guys, Craig here. I'm sitting here editing the video, and I figured I'd save you guys from all of the distortion and the cutting out, and just go ahead and give you the results of what I found. So first off, my distance measuring was off. My estimates were off. All the way at the back of the field there's a pole that marks the distance at 309 feet. So about halfway, well, more than halfway, about 275 feet is when the audio started to cut out with me facing the camera. Of course, you saw, during the testing, when I had to turn my back, we just got audio that dropped out, which is pretty normal. All the other microphones do it, so it's pretty normal that these work in line of sight for the most part. Again, I was able to get all the way about 250, 275 feet facing the camera before the mic started to cut out, so there's no need. And just watching this test go on and on, I figured I'd just go ahead and give you guys the results. All right, guys, so now I have the Pocket Wireless connected to my Samsung Z Flip 3. I think it's the 3. Yeah. So I have it connected to my phone, and so this is what it sounds like. This is what the audio is going to sound like using your phone. I do have, as you can see, I have the lavalier still on, but I don't have it hooked up. I'm just wearing, there we go, probably can hear that, just wearing the transmitter and the windscreen without the lavalier, just to give you another idea of what it sounds like. I know the sound's probably similar, but this is a phone, so your preamps are going to be different, the sound's going to be a little bit different, things are going to sound not exactly the same as if you used an external recorder or a camera. A lot of flies out here. I don't know what's going on, but let me hook up the lav and let you guys hear what that sounds like also. So now I have the lav mic hooked in. This is what it sounds like, same location. I haven't changed any of the settings on the transmitter. Actually, it's on the receiver where you can adjust the gain levels. And right now I have it set to 5 bars. So when you use the microphone, you can select from 1 to 7. And at this point, I have it synced up for my phone, for my camera. 4 to 5 bars seems to work best with my camera, but I'm not sure the gain levels, how it works on a smartphone. So hopefully this isn't too loud and clipped, and works out pretty good. Okay, so after testing, recording on the phone with the Deity Pocket Wireless, I went ahead and called my sister and did like a FaceTime, a voice call using the microphone, and she was amazed by it on the other end. She said it sounded so clear, it sounded so awesome. To her, it seemed like I had the phone up to my ear and was talking that way instead of using, like speakerphone, which is what most people use when they do a voice chat, voice call, FaceTime, whatever you want to call it. So I thought it was impressive. I thought it was great for that. And I just wanted to test that just to see how well it worked. And I thought it was awesome. Besides being able to connect the microphone to your cell phone, to your camera, you can also connect it to your computer. You can connect it as an external USB mic and use it to make Zoom calls or record your voice on the computer for whatever reason. And so I tested that also. And again, it sounded amazing. And I didn't have any issues setting it up. All you do is plug it in with the USB-C to USB-A adapter. Or if you happen to have USB-C on your computer, you can use the cable for USB-C to USB-C. And right away, my Windows machine identified the microphone right away. Just plug and play, and it just worked. There wasn't any setup, wasn't any drivers to download, nothing complicated whatsoever. So it was just quick and easy, and I think I'm gonna find myself using the microphone for that on occasion. So what do I think of this microphone? After testing it and using it for quite a while, it's probably my favorite. It's definitely my favorite wireless microphone system that I've used so far. I've used the Rode Wireless Go, and I've used a couple other microphones from other companies, not as big as Rode or Deity, but this is my favorite. And for me, the sound quality that you get from the Deity beats out the rest. It just sounds, when I listen to it, I hear a richer sound than when I'm using any of the other microphones that are out there. Now granted, I haven't used the Rode Wireless Go 2. I know that's Rode's next level microphone. It has some features that Deity doesn't have in this microphone, but for $169, I don't think it can be beat. Now, there are some cons to it. There are some cons to the microphone. There's some things I did not like about it. One of them being connecting the lavalier to the transmitter. There is a threaded connection there, and that's supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to be able to keep the jack from unplugging. And while I was making the video, while I was testing it, it came unplugged for me because I had a difficult time threading that into the microphone. It just seems like the threads are super thin. I don't know if it just needs to be a longer connection on the end so that I could get a nice secure connection there and thread it in tightly. I wasn't able to do that. I sat there for about 10 minutes trying to get that threaded in there, and I just gave up. And because I gave up, the microphone did come disconnected for me a couple times. So I'm gonna have to put that down as a con. The other thing I would say is a con, it's for the iPhone users. The kit that you get comes with the TRRS connection to USB-C, but there is not, and I'm sorry, you get this USB-C to USB-C and a USB-A to USB-C cable. So you can connect so many different devices, your phone, your laptop, your camera. But if you have an iPhone with a Lightning connection, you're gonna have to use an adapter on your own because it does not come with a Lightning adapter for the Deity. For me, those are the only two negative things I have to say about the microphone. It's awesome, and if I had to answer the question of who is this for, if you're starting out as a filmmaker or you need, for whatever reason, you need to have wireless microphones on the go, nothing big and bulky, nothing too expensive, this is the microphone to get for, like I said, for $169. I don't think anything out there beats it. Nothing that I've come across beats it so far. So for the budget filmmaker or someone who wants to take their Zoom meetings to the next level, this is for you. So that's it for me, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.